Hey guys, kind of sprinkling out here a little bit today. I was just getting ready to work upstairs in the loft area, way up where the dormers are, up there and up there. Working on furring out those dormers. I think we talked about that before. But the dogs were down here barking up a storm, and I couldn't figure out why they were barking, so I came over here to see what they were barking, and it looked like they were barking at the dirt. I see what they were barking at now. Big one. Coming up here to lay some eggs somewhere.
Oh, it is a big one. Wow.
Yeah, they come up here all the time.
They do. Prehistoric looking things.
Yeah. Every year we see at least 2 or 3 of them crossing the yard, and I'm sure there's a lot more we don't see. But I got to go down and grab a ladder out of the pole barn. And then go way upstairs, carry it up to the main floor, then carry it up to the loft, then get started. Hey guys, today I'm back in the loft area way upstairs, framing the lofts in what they did, the builders that put the roof on kind of switched up in the middle. This dormer down here at the east end of the loft, they went with 2x6 walls on this. I studded in below them. Let me switch around here for a second. Okay. I framed in below the walls here. Not quite done yet. But the upper part is 2x6. I don't know if you can see it up here, above here. That's 2x6 on the sidewalls, which is good, because I need 6 inches of insulation up here at least. I may even put 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch of styrofoam over it. See? You can see up there, 2x6s. Okay, that's on this dormer. If I go down here to the other end of the house, there's 3 dormers down here, 2 on the south side, 1 on the north side. This would be my granddaughter's area down here. And these are 2x4 walls. You can see up here, the end gables, the gable ends, these are 2x6. That's cool. This is 2x4. So I've got to fur all of these out, all these here. I'm going to fur all these out. What I did is I split some 2x4s. Judy helped me do that. So we're putting half of a 2x4 out here. So it's coming out almost 1 3/4. Same thing on this one over here. This is the one I'm working on now. Of course, I already had my electrical boxes in, so I had to take those loose and move them back out to the furring. And I've got to add extra corner pieces in down here. You can see, because once I fur this wall out thicker here, where are we at here? Once I get this wall out thicker, there would be no nailer in the corner. The wall would stick out farther than this, what was the nailer in the corner. So now I got to fur this out here, and I got to put another nailer that sticks out this way here. So I'll have a nailer here and a nailer coming out this way farther here. Besides stretching all these 2x4s out, like this one, this one, this one, and I'm going to have to put another one right. This is over 16-inch centers. So I got to come down below this right here and add another one in there, coming all the way down. This dormer here, this dormer over there, this dormer over here. They all have 2x4 walls on the top half. 2x6s on the ends, 2x4s on the sides. So, just more dinking around. Nothing we can't handle, just takes more time. You can see I had to space these all down farther. Here, this is the truss. I spaced these down so I can fit more insulation in there. And eventually you'll have a nice French door down on that end there. This, like I said, this is Kaylee's here. Up here it'll be a French door. We're building a little balcony out there, and probably have her own stairway going down this way, down to the ground down there. So later on, she'll have her own entrance and exit if she wants to come in and out without disturbing us or whatever. But yeah, she'll have a nice little place up here. We're going to put a little kitchenette area over in this corner over here for her. Hey guys, I think I mentioned in an earlier video that Judy and I had to split some 2x4s to use to fur these out here. So we're using half of a 2x4 to furrow those out. And I just want to show you, some of the 2x4s had a lot of stress on them. They weren't warped before we cut them, but look at the pieces that came out of it. If you look at this here, I don't know if you can see it very good in that camera, but it is so warped. It's, yeah, maybe you can look at it from the other end, maybe, I don't know if you can tell. It's terrible. But what I'm going to try to do is use that one in an area where it'll be screwed solid top and bottom, instead of somewhere like this, where it's got a big old gap with no screws. I'm going to use it in the corner, and it'll be screwed completely off to the side. Hopefully we can pull it all out with that. If it don't look like it, I will unclamp it and put it elsewhere. Finish up here. Didn't have the camera turned on when I first started, so bear with me. I'll get better about that. Get you guys better coverage. Okay. Now, since these are split 2x4s, half a 2x4, I've been pre-drilling just so they don't split out when I put a screw through them. These, I got what I could reach from the floor. I didn't have the ladder over here. Couldn't reach up to the bottom. Ouch. That one's finished up. Fast and good. Man, it's too hot to have a hat on up here. You guys are just going to have to suffer with looking at my bald head. My dad's side of the family kept their hair basically forever, and my mom's dad lost his at a very young age. And apparently I took after my mom's dad that way. That's all right. He was a very good man. Died when I was quite young. He was a very good man. You know who the main person was that told me how good my grandpa on my mom's side was? It was my dad. He told me that my grandpa Dan was one of the most honorable men he had met. Okay, I'm gonna do this. That one's cut for over here. It's already cut off, so that's got to stay over there. I get a full length one for over here. Oh, maybe this is the one. Look at this one here too, this one. It's terrible. But we'll see if we can do something with that here. A couple more screws to fill in there. A lot of these, well, this bucket of screws here, most of them are used once already, where we had to put temporary bracing around the styrofoam forms before we poured the cement. So you pull the screws back out and reuse them. Most of them are plenty good. Once in a while you get a bad one, it gets bent or something, you throw it out. But, so I'm about to the bottom of that bucket. We've probably put, I think that new bucket I've got is the 7th 25-pound bucket of construction 3-inch construction screws. that we put in this house so far, plus a whole bunch of framing nails. Judy and I are just starting the YouTube channel. We plan on starting it several years ago, farther back in the build, but then when she came down with lung cancer, everything stopped. Construction completely stopped for months on end until she was feeling well enough to continue, and I just needed to be there for her. So then a year and a half later, she came down with lung cancer in the opposite lung, and it was a totally different type of lung cancer. So we had another battle to go through, and construction stopped on the house again. So, and I had been filming videos, but I'm not very computer tech savvy. So with her laid up, she was going to be doing the editing and stuff. We just never started the channel. So we've got a lot of back videos that we're going to be showing you guys. We're going to feed them in here and there as they pertain to what we're doing, or once in a while we'll have a story from the beginning kind of, or something like that. But right now we're showing you what we're doing currently, and we'll feed in some of the older stuff as we go. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's see, that looks like we're, a couple more down here. There. Now, pull the clamps off. See if we can get this other board in place on here. And that is work. Okay. Couple screws in there, see if I can hold that middle over. I can see on the back side of here, it's probably a good bowed outward this way in the middle, out towards me. The middle's bowed out, probably a good 3/8 of an inch. I gotta get it back flush in the back of this other piece here, so I can start a screw, push it back flush. Maybe I can even, I don't know, see if I can clamp it and pull the piece flush. It's not gonna reach good there. So maybe I can do it like this. I can't clamp it because there's a board in the way on the back, but I can put a clamp on there, clamp it to this single 2x4, so that this one can't come out. I'm not clamping this, but I'm just fastening the clamp onto this piece, so it's in the way of the board bowing out. Yeah, that fits nice there. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, awesome. Some more holes, get some more screws. Okay, that's pretty good. Good, that corner's all done. We got nailers for drywall both ways there. I got to put one here, and that one close to the end there, and this side will be done. Okay, it's the next day now. It's in the afternoon right now, fairly late in the afternoon. Judy and I came out here early this morning. We were down in the basement. I'm up in the loft right now. We split up the 14 2x4s that we had on hand. They're right here. They're all split in half. Like I said, I'm up in the loft. I think I'll open a couple more windows. Everything we do up here has to come up this extension ladder. So Judy was down there handing things up to me, and I stacked them up here. And now we got to take them. Oh, let's see here. We got to take some of them down here. That dormer that I was working on yesterday. This is going to finish up that dormer and probably finish one more dormer. That'll fit good right there. Oh, it's got a bow in it though. Yes, it does. I'll have to kick a couple screws up that and then force this end up and finish it up. Re-drill a little bit. Well, I still have to put them in along the bottom down there. Kind of like on this side here. Got to put those in. What I do is I go ahead and I mount these to the floor, and then I toenail down in from both ways so it fastens this board to this board, and this board to this board, so on and so forth, all the way through, so it keeps it nice and straight. And that's also what I use that 2x4 there for, is I clamp them to that so it keeps a nice straight row. Clamp them before I put the bottom boards in. And that is what we got going this afternoon. Almost done for the day. Time to go down and get some supper pretty soon. Okay, the first of the 3 dormers is all done. The diagonal board on there, and we got the bottom boards on there. So, oh yeah, put a little piece in there. I figured that's enough for a drywall to nail to. And I got the corners. I got all my nailers in the corners. I had that extra nailer here and here. Same thing over here. Extra nailer here and here. So that one's done. Now. And I got the diagonal on that one also. Kind of hard to see because it blends in color-wise, but now, tomorrow I'll be working on that one and that one, hopefully. We'll see y'all later. Bye. She looks pretty comfortable there. It's a good thing the dogs can't get to her. One of them probably get the end of his nose ripped off, his or her nose ripped off. Runt with the red collar and Oakley with the blue collar. What do you think there? Are you getting ready to lay some eggs, or did you already lay eggs? I think you're probably getting ready to, because if you already did it, you'd probably be heading back down to the swamp, wouldn't you? Yeah, well, she is thick, tall. Unusual snapper, but she doesn't have the bumps that most of the snappers around here do. But I definitely wouldn't want to stick my fingers down too close to her. Those things are quicker than you think. Big old tail. Like Judy said, they do look prehistoric, don't they? What do you think about that thing, Runt? Huh? What do you think about that? Say cheese. Hey, Runt. Say cheese. Hi, Oakley. Hey, little girl.